No money spent. This is something I have never attempted on Diamond Dynasty before in any MLB The Show game. I've always been able to put some money into the game to be able to get some things that I need, but I know a lot of you guys do come to my channel for kind of tips and tricks and, kind of help in the game in certain aspects, and I want to be able to provide you guys with a way to build a competitive Diamond Dynasty team without having to break the bank. Like, yeah, I know I have Willie Mays on my main account, but I had to put a lot of money in there to get there. That's not really a tip I can give you on how to, get a better team. So this is episode 1 of my No Money Spent series on Diamond Dynasty. I've created a completely new account on PSN going into MLB The Show, so the team is starting from zero, from scratch. No cards from a main account are on here, so this should be fun. A couple things before we get into it. Number one, I've never really tried a series like this, so hopefully that isn't going to be a big deal. I mean, I should be able to get it done. I think I have a pretty good understanding of Diamond Dynasty and how you can build a pretty competitive team, but that's besides the point. We'll see what we can do. And number two, as always, guys, you know how YouTube works at this point. If you're enjoying the video, if you want to see the series continue, just drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with it. I'm probably going to upload it maybe like 2 times a week, and then it'll be a little bit longer each video too, so like it won't be the typical like 10 to 15 minute video. It'll probably be like a 20 to 30 minute video or something along those lines. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so I jumped into Diamond Dynasty and I'm on my brand new account, and I got a free item. I got a free Adam Eaton 77 overall silver, so he'll probably be my center fielder here for a second. All right, so I finally made it into Diamond Dynasty after that extremely long and tedious tutorial where you had to do a couple moments and then you had to finish your first collection and all that stuff. Really, really long and, overdone tutorial, but that's besides the point. So this is a look at the Diamond Dynasty team we are starting with, right? Scott Schebler in center field, Adam Eaton over there in right. It's pretty basic. It's bronzes. It did give me a gold starter pack or something, like a gold thing for a pitcher. So Carlos Martinez, I did get him. So he, as of right now, is kind of the ace, and he's a lot better than the number 2 guy, which is Kyle Gibson. So Carlos Martinez, we do have a gold starting pitcher, but as you can see, the team super bare bones, just a bunch of bronzes, a bunch of commons, and like 1 other silver. So not really the best team as of yet, but don't worry, that's the whole point of the series. We are not going to go into ranked seasons yet. We are going to build up our squad. So I think the number one thing you're going to have to look for when you're doing a no money spent team, and you're going to have to rely on some budget beasts for a little while, is keep an eye on Inside Edge. I already made a full video about Inside Edge if you guys want to go check that out, but Inside Edge is extremely important because it actually affects live series cards. As you can see, Scott Schebler, he's a 72 overall bronze. He's playing up to a 76. So really, instead of having 74 contact, or I'm sorry, 74 power versus righties today, he actually has 93 power against righties today because his Inside Edge matchup has him playing better against righties on the day. So every single day you're gonna have to keep an eye on that because that is gonna give you some really nice cards. He's basically playing up to a 76 overall silver today. His defense still sucks, but he's gonna be a good hitter, especially against righties today. So keep an eye on that when you're building your team. You might have to change your lineup up every day. Like right now, Luke Voigt's playing all the way up to a 79, so I might throw him over at first base instead of Ryan Healy. Like, Ryan Healy is still a solid bat to have. Maybe I could move Ryan Healy over to third. Matt Duffy, he's playing up to a 75. I might be able to move him over to shortstop because, as you can see, Nick Ahmed is playing down on the day, so I have a 75 right there. We'll move Ryan Healy over to third base. Whoops, the wrong one. Ryan Healy, third base. And then we'll go ahead and throw Luke Voigt over at first base, and now we have a 79 overall card in our lineup at the same time as having a bronze. So stuff like that, just keep an eye on it. That's going to help you out a lot. So there's a couple ways we can go ahead and get started on getting a better team. So first off, we've got these featured programs, which obviously is the first inning program. As we get more program stars, we'll get packs, we'll get some stubs, we'll get a gold player choice pack, so we'll be able to choose 1 out of 5. Chances are I'm probably going to choose Johnny Venters because he's a really nice lefty to have, but either way, that's still a long way away. We need 100 program stars in order to get that. But yeah, you get packs along the way. way, so you'll be able to get yourself a couple different players along the way. But really, the XP reward path is going to give us a lot too. At level 10, we get a standard pack. At level 15, we get to choose 3 flashbacks or legends. Level 20, gold flashback or legend. At level 25, a gold choice pack. So the more we level up, the more rewards we'll get in the XP reward path. So that is just going to come with time. But I think the first thing I'm actually going to go after is a created player. Created player is a really nice way to get yourself a quick good player without really having to do too much. So I think we're gonna go ahead and put ours at second base, because as you can see right now, the guy we have at second base is the only common we have, and I'm not saying that we can't get better second basemen along the way, but as of right now, I feel like I can get it done with catcher. At some point, I'm probably gonna get Gary Sanchez to play catcher. Second base is just a little bit rough though, so we're gonna go ahead and make our creative player at second base. So I went ahead and made my character. Of course, I made him my own guy, so we're gonna go ahead and just move on to that. But we're gonna do some of these second base moments, so that way we can get up towards the higher level creative player. So we should be able to, I think, get him to at least a silver just by playing in these created player moments. So if we do, let's just see, 20, 10, so 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, so 60 total keys. We'll get at least to a 78 overall silver, and this is a nice little second baseman to have. You know, he's not going to be the best guy in the world, but he's going to be okay. And then eventually, if we collect some silver second basemen, we can get up there, and some golds, we might even be able to get him up to a gold. So we're going to go ahead and start it off with these second base moments. And also, when you're looking at these moments, look at the rewards. You actually get 6,100 XP and 1,300 stubs just from completing all of these moments. So let's get into it. The first one, play as New York Yankees second baseman DJ LeMahieu and show off both sides of the game by tallying 1 hit and 1 assist without committing an error. So let's just do this real quick. Well, here we go with the fielding opportunity. We just have to get an assist. It's a little bit to our right. I know how to play. Alright, so the fielding is out of the way. Now we just gotta get this hit. There we go. That should get down. Boom. And that should be the end of the moment. I got the hit, I got the assist, and I didn't make an error. So that's a quick moment out of the way. So we're going to go ahead and exit and go back to the menu right here and go back to the rest of the moments. And it should have given us a tiny bit of XP and a tiny bit of stubs, but you add up all these moments, you'll get more XP, more stubs. We got 50 stubs and what did you get? 350 XP. So add all of these up, and that's a good amount of stubs and XP you'll get just by doing this creative player stuff. And even if I didn't want to put my creative player at second base, I could still do, you know, the first base, catcher. I could do all of these different moments, and I could get just the rewards, even if I'm not planning on using my creative player at any of those positions. So that's the main thing I would start with, is just do all of these created player moments. All right, so after about an hour, I finally finished all of these second base moments, and I gotta say, some of these were extremely annoying. That Robinson Cano one gave me so much trouble. You had to get like 6 total bases against the Yankees in 3 games, and like they kept bringing in lefties, and Cano's card sucks against lefties, and it was just really hard. Anyway, that's besides the point. Right here, we have now acquired a 78 overall second baseman to add to our lineup. So that's a good player right there, so we're gonna throw him in there in second base. Tim Kugler, boom, he's in. All right, so we have finished the second base moments program. We also got, like I said, 6,100 XP and 1,300 stubs out of that. So we're now sitting at almost 2,000 stubs. All right, so far we still need some help in the outfield, particularly in left field, and we have about 2,000 stubs. So I mean, one guy that I could kind of go after is Chris Davis. I think he's going for around 1,000 stubs. I could pick him up. He's not going to be very good defensively, but that's whatever, you know. But I don't think we really need to buy anybody just yet, especially if we're not going to be playing against another online opponent for a little bit. So what I'm probably going to do is probably going to go do this first inning, or not the first inning, the rookies conquest thing, and get myself a 78 overall Eric Gagne just to add a guy to the pen. That might be pretty good. And this should be pretty easy. All I got to do is make it over to the Texas Rangers stronghold, and I found a hidden reward. I found a pack right there. So this is going to give me a little bit more XP and stubs as well, so this is good. We're going to pretty much make it all the way up to Texas right here. We're going to skip to the next phase. We're going to skip to reinforce. Yep, I'm going to reinforce this. And I'm just going to do the thing. I'm going to go ahead and attack Oh, I still had another million fans over there. I'm going to go ahead and attack Texas. I'm going to simulate this game. This should be a easy victory. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get some more fans over in this territory. So we're going to skip to steal fans. We are going to skip to reinforce. We're going to throw all of them in here, and then we're going to move these fans that I have all the way over here, over up here. And so I have now 11 million fans going up against their 6th, so I should be able to play this game on veteran, and I should be able to take an easy dub. And once I win this game, I should be rewarded with that 78 overall Eric Gagne, who is not a bad card. He's actually a pretty solid silver to have in your bullpen. So that is what we're going to work on right now. So I'll see you guys at the end of this game. All right, so the Conquest game has been completed. I have beaten the Rangers. So after this, once we get back to the menu, I should get that 78 overall Eric Gagne as a reward, get a quick reliever in there. And also, with no money spent, especially at the beginning, pay attention to your post-game rewards, because if you get a silver, if I get Jeff Samardzija right here, that's a silver I don't need to buy on the market or get elsewhere. Unfortunately, I didn't, but sometimes you're going to get lucky and get a good pull out of that. But either way, we got Mike Freeman as another reward too. But yeah, we should get Eric Gagne. Boom, we did get him 78 overall silver, plus 100 stubs and 1,000 XP. So I could technically do one more thing on here for 25 stubs and 150 XP, which is basically play a game on rookie in the Steel Fans phase. Doesn't really seem like it's that worth it, but also with Conquest, check out the other missions as well for the other things. 2,000 XP for doing the first inning strikeout challenge, and then eventually we're going to do this Conquest, the full map, and get this 88 overall Ty Cobb, because also these other rewards get you a show pack, and the show packs have those really nice odds. What is it, like 1 to 50 for a diamond pull out of those? So we're gonna do that eventually. You also get an 82 Bartolo Colon. You also get some more XP and stubs and all that good stuff. So Conquest is definitely a way to get some good stuff. So what is next? We do have a show pack to open up, as well as a gold equipment item. So this is actually gonna help even more for our created player. So right here, we could either choose to sell these or actually use them on our created player. I'm gonna go ahead and probably use it for now. I might take this cleat, which gives us +7 speed. So we'll take this right here for our created player. Boom. So we'll go ahead and add that onto him. So let me go ahead and do that really quick before I forget. Created player, equipment, and here is where we will find all of the different equipment. I know how to put it on. So right here, fielding glove, we got a silver fielding glove, we got some cleats, the gold ones, and we got a silver wrist guard, and yeah, and a ritual. That'll help us out a little bit. So that already makes our created player better than he was before. And remember, I'm gonna do all the different missions for each one of these positions. So not only am I gonna have a silver created player second baseman that's going to be pretty solid, I'm going to have one for every single position, and then continue to build it up, and then I'll basically have a free diamond at every single position eventually. So that should be a nice thing to help. Let's open up our first player pack. Let's see if we get lucky out of here. If I pull a diamond out of here, this is going to be an absolute joke. We did Bro, there's actually no way that I'm doing this in a no money spent series on one random pack that I got from probably Conquest. There is no way that this is happening. Alright, dudes. Well, let's see who it is. What do we got right here? 60 home runs, 356 RBIs, a 698 OPS. It's gonna be Andrelton Simmons. When I saw the Angels thing, I was a little bit excited, but it's not Mike Trout. It is Andrelton Simmons. We pulled a diamond. Let's go, man. Yes. Give me that Andrelton Simmons. Look at him coming on in here. All right, so this is kind of an interesting thing. We did pull Andrelton Simmons. That's really solid, right? 85 overall. He's one of the better one of the best shortstops you can actually get right now, because really good contact and great fielding. So that might be a good player to hold on to, but it might be a good player to sell and get a few stubs out of and start to build up the rest of the team with more silvers. Like, let's take a look at how much he is even going for on the market right now. Let's see, Angels, Andrelton Simmons, he's going for about 10,000 stubs. That's what I thought. But if we actually go ahead and take a look at some of the other silvers we could get with those 10,000 stubs, we could get a guy like Whereas we could get a guy like Rhys Hoskins with that really good power. We could get a guy like Gary Sanchez, wherever he is. He's somewhere in here. I don't know. Gary Sanchez, I think he's going for like 5,000 stubs or something crazy. There he is. He's only going for 3,000, so it's better than I thought. But Gary Sanchez has got decent defense. Even agree or disagree with the rating, that's what it is. We could get him. We could probably get Gallo out of it too. So we've now got Simmons in the starting lineup, and just to be clear, that's an extremely lucky way to start this series, guys. You know, diamond pulls are still fairly rare enough to the point where it's like a lot of people still haven't done it and stuff like that. So that is a lucky way to start this series. So I'm just going to get that right out of the way quick. So don't always expect something like that to happen. But our first legit pack, we pulled a diamond. That is absolutely nuts. This is a second account too. God dang it, I wish I did this on my main account. But yeah, so the next things, like I said, I'm going to do, I'm going to work on more of those created player programs. I'm also going to go ahead and start working on some of the other moments, like you got these relive moments. These are another 2,300 XP as well as a standard pack, and these are all fairly easy. You know, you just got to do like the Jose Bautista home run, and you got to do some other little things, and this is all, you know, like I said, pretty self-explanatory, pretty easily acquired. But if we go over to storylines, we've got all of these different ones. We could get this 85 overall Babe Ruth. We could get this Zobrist. I wouldn't really recommend going after the Ben Zobrist card because you have to do a lot of stuff, like 7 innings, a whole game that you come in the 6th inning, 8 total games you have to do this. Like, there's a lot of stuff you have to do for this Cubs one, and you only get an 83 overall gold out of it, so I don't really know if that's the move. Now, the gold is nice because he's Ben Zobrist and he can play multiple positions, but I don't know. 87 Willie Mays, we could get a diamond if we complete these 87 Willie Mays missions, and we could also get this rookie Harper. So we're going to be going after a lot of moments first just to build up our team and get some more XP, get some more stubs, things along those lines. And as we keep going, we'll also work on these first inning bosses as well. So I think that's probably where I'm going to end the first No Money Spent series video, guys. This is a team. We got a gold in the rotation. We got a diamond in the infield. We got a silver in the bullpen. We've also got some really good bronzes that are playing up to silvers and some of them close to golds as well. So this is where we'll stop. And then, like I said, I'll upload this probably like 2 times a week or something like that. So look for this more later in the week. And it should be a fun series. If you guys like the No Money Spent, drop a thumbs up on it. If you do, subscribe to the channel if you need to keep up with it. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.